The last 4 men's basketball seasons have had 2 common denominators: a stand-the-test-of-time mustache on the sidelines and Nijal Pearson. Just a young pup from Beaumont, Texas when he arrived, Pearson leaves San Marcos as a ferocious canine as he takes his talents overseas to play professionally in France. The argument can be made that Pearson is perhaps the greatest player in the history of Texas State basketball. As well-rounded of a player as any Bobcat before him, Pearson posted some eye-popping stats throughout his 4-year career. For that, he's our focal point of this episode of Record Breakers. Let's get to the biggest record first: points scored. No one scored more points in program history than Pearson, 2,122. Coming into his final season, Pearson ranked 5th on the all-time scoring list and claimed the number 4 spot by the 3rd game of the season. He moved past Dante Mathis for 3rd place just before Thanksgiving, hurdled over Travis Cornett in early January, and then claimed the scoring title for himself a week later at ULM with 11 games still left to play. By season's end, he became the first Bobcat to score over 2,000 points in his career. Not only did Pearson reach 500 points this season, becoming the first player in team history to do that in 3 straight seasons, he joined the exclusive 600-point club this past year, becoming just the 2nd member of that club in the last 41 years. What other clubs has Pearson joined or founded? He's the first player ever to rank in the top 10 in Texas State history in points, rebounds, assists, and steals. He's the only player ever to lead the team in steals all 4 seasons. And he's one of just 4 players in program history to lead the team in points, steals, and rebounds in a single season, accomplishing that feat as a sophomore. The other players on that list were all upperclassmen. It takes a lot of games and playing time to accumulate numbers like these. So, how much did Pearson play? Well, more than anyone in team history. Not only did Pearson set the team record for games played, he shattered the games started record, a record Pearson held before the start of his senior season. No one is within 30 games of Pearson's start record. The amount of minutes Pearson played in all those games and starts is 4,437, which is, you guessed it, a team record. But let's put that record into perspective. That amount of time comes out to 3 days, 1 hour, and 57 minutes. In that amount of time, you could drive to Toronto, Ontario 3 times over. You could watch the movie Avatar 27 times. You could watch the entire Game of Thrones series and still have 4 hours to spare. Or you could download one movie 17 years ago. What Pearson spent his time doing was winning. A lot of it, in fact. Pearson won 82 games across his 4 seasons, by far the most any player has been a part of since the Bobcats started playing Division I basketball in 1984, one of 5 categories that Nijal Pearson holds the career record for at Texas State. So, in 4 seasons, Nijal Pearson scored, he dished, rebounded, stole, and more importantly won, all while breaking a few records along the way. For Record Breakers, I'm Brant Freeman.